Hey, what's up, guys? Max here. Wanted to make a quick little video update on the Banquet Realm event specifically. I was completely wrong when it comes to the beginning of the event. I had doubts on us hitting the Isofiend at 4.2 billion points. I was very doubtful. I was like, I don't think that's going to happen. That's just way too many points. Look, it takes 400 points to get per crystal. Obviously, at the start of the event, everybody comes out running when it comes to their units that they've grinded for over like months and months and months over any purchases that they did to open crystals. So everything gets pushed into the event right away, which is fair, like probably the first 3 days. And then there was a couple of sales that Kabam did, the holiday sales, which gave everybody a lot more crystals to reinvest into the Realm event. And here we are. Literally at almost, we're going to hit 42. Number 32. And without a doubt, we're going to hit number 33, which is the ISO. I'm really in shock. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm so in shock too is, let me bring it up for you, is this. There is a post where Kabam asks for saying, hey, give me your feedback. There's 36 pages of a couple of the same people and different individuals posting about how let's go to page 1, because literally the first post that came out of this was disappointed, and people are disappointed on the crystal. The crystal is what's driving people to be upset, to stop playing, to separate from the game. Although I'll say this, I know a lot of people, when they get mad and when they get disappointed when it comes to the event, they go quick to express their voice in the forums, on Twitter, different social media, Reddit. And a lot of people are always saying, I'm not going to play no more. I'm not going to spend anymore. I'm putting the phone down. I'm putting the game down. And I think truly very small amount of people actually go through with it. There's some that are going to be so disappointed that they actually do. But a lot of people just say that. And they still keep playing, and I think we see a lot of those posts in the forums, because I understand if you grinded months and months and months and the crystal's disappointing, but there's a perspective of seeing how this event is going. And I would say maybe look at it in a different way. The payout on the crystals, they suck. We know that. I know that. We realized that literally within the first day. These crystals suck. Everybody's getting the same thing. It's kind of not good. The drops are not good. The resources that we're getting out of this is not good. But the whole point of this Realm event, at least Kabam has slightly confirmed in a different post, is that is a combination of the 10-year anniversary and the rewards we're getting here and the gifted reward. Now, you got to say, overall, in the big picture, if you zoom out and just don't focus on the crystal, everything that we're getting is it's nice resources. We're getting tons of rank up materials. We're getting a lot of champions as well. A lot of shards are being dropped. I've opened probably the most amount of time crystals overall. And a bunch of 7 stars. I have cats rank up materials overflowing. Took a bunch of rank champions last night to rank 2, or this morning to rank 2, and even rank 3, giving me and growing my roster and still having some resources holding back. Because I do want to get into Battlegrounds a little bit more. Again, one of my game modes that I enjoy the most, to be able to do my rank ups towards that game mode. So, again, I'm surprised. A lot of it has to do with what I'm seeing on Reddit forums, what I'm seeing on the live streams, where I'm just the feeling that I'm feeling about the crystal and how we have gone up to 4 billion points. The other thing that I was pretty alarmed with was that yesterday we were just a little over 4 billion points. And over the period of yesterday to now, this recording of this video, we've added over 50 million points in contribution towards this event. Now, I did some math. Obviously, it takes 400 points to get, it's 400 points per SBC when you buy and open it. And if I'm talking 50 million points over a period of less than 24 hours, that gives us about 125,000 crystals. When you look at it as 50 million points, it seems like a lot. When you look at it as 125,000 crystals, it doesn't seem like a lot. because 125,000 crystal is not just me and you. It's the entire world opening 1 or 2 crystals. And again, with a population of millions of players, or thousands, hundreds and hundreds of thousands, close to millions of players actively playing at 125 crystals within 24 hours, whether at least 125 players open 1 crystal that day, that doesn't seem like a lot. What I'm alarmed with is that they're still going. Every single day we're seeing these crystals. So as much as we're complaining, as much as we're saying, hey, this crystal is not great, we don't like it, players are still opening. And because of that, I do believe we are going to hit that 4.2 billion point marker with ISOFIE. And I think we're going to exceed that as well. There's this little mysterious community stretch goal, question mark. All the rewards beyond this point are bonuses for exceeding expectations. Owned 0. We're still wondering what that is. We don't know what that is. I don't know if that's going to be like just a placement. It's nothing. I would suck because we have a lot of expectations as a player when it comes to Kabam and giving us rewards. But that's what it is, So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, guys. I had some serious doubts on kind of how we're getting these points because, again, majority of the community, majority of the player base don't like the crystal. It might be on the positive side. It might be that the perspective of this whole event is finally changing, meaning players are actually seeing the crystal as just a milestone, a resource to get and meet the qualifiers. So they're probably seeing it like, oh, okay, I need the crystals. I need to open, 50 crystals, 100 crystals just to meet my requirement. And maybe that's what they're doing. They're just saying, okay, it is what it is. Let's just pop the crystals. It's like it's like an offer, like a pop-up offer. It's like seeing this pop-up offer that shows up here for you buying a champion. It costs 9,500 units to buy a champion. Well, it costs like 15,000, 18,000, 30,000 units to get all those resources that we're seeing when it comes to rank up materials, fragments, champions, 7 stars, nexus, all that. Keys, which I talked about this one. This is a great way of them adding buffed champions for us to be able to pick up. So it costs us 30,000 units for you to get all of this. And if you look at it that way and don't just focus on the crystal, I think that is I'm hoping that is what's happening across the world through the player base. And that's kind of why we're getting so many millions of points and opening like over 100,000 crystals every single day. And plus more on a daily 24-hour basis. And it's not the other that I think might be happening. But the other, I don't know if you're curious and you're like, okay, what is it? It's bots, and accounts, fake accounts being scammed, doing some stuff to load those accounts with hundreds and millions of units, and they just sit there and open crystals. And Kabam obviously bans the account, sees an alarm, and shuts it down. But by this point, let's say that account opened 50,000 crystals, and it doesn't matter because that account was a dummy account. It was meant to be burnt, basically. But it contributed a ton of points towards the Realm event. So I don't know if that's going on as well, because again, majority of the player base, from what I'm seeing, hate the crystals. But again, it might be those two. It might, or maybe another reason. Maybe leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think might be going on. What is your observation? What do you feel might be going on? We can probably brainstorm. Like, those were just 2 ideas that came up to mind. Maybe people are changing their perspective on how the event is looked at. They're just saying, hey, it is what it is. Let me put the crystals because that's what's going to be required to hit the milestones. Or the other, which is not good. And concerning, because in the future, if Kabam wants to do another event like this and they realize there's a lot of dummy accounts, fake accounts, burner accounts that are just being loaded with units, and yes, Kabam is closing, but at this point they're like, well, we can't take the points back, whatever, let's just keep moving. I wonder if that's happening. Let me know your thoughts inside. But yeah, just completely wrong on this whole event. And congratulations if we are pushing legitly to get those points as well in the event. I myself, I'm still sitting on a lot of units, 46,000 units. We're constantly adding units to this, not by purchases. And I have a goal, and I'm still debating about it. I talked about it last night, and I do want to reach that goal. I do want to say it. I do want to make a video about it, because if you put it out there and you say it, it kind of makes it realistic, makes it true. I'm just waiting because I want to see if Kabam brings up another offer for opening more superior banquet crystals. What I'm looking for right now from the event, it's nothing that the crystal drops. It's not the milestones. We already met the milestones. It's a champion. It's a key. I want to get another key. I want to be able to open one of these. I know I'm sitting on an awakening gem that I have not claimed, but I want to be able to get an awaken my Sentinel or Black Panther, ideally better Black Panther from another key, and use my awakening gem on Sentinel. But I'm waiting to see if Kabam within the next 7 days does anything. By the next 7 days, if they don't do anything, I'm using my awakening gem on one of these champions right in the middle. And we're just going to move along, and load 6 stones to how I feel best for my account. But I do truly believe that both Black Panther and Sentinel need the awakening for the playstyle and what their need will be for me in my account. So I'm hoping that there's possibly, a couple of more keys, not just one, whether it's for units, whether it's for cash. I'm looking forward that Kabam does something in the next 7 days, but I don't know. Who knows if they will or they won't. We'll see. Maybe there's a key in that little question mark. I don't know. We don't know this and stuff, which is probably another video. I'm already talking too much on how things that I feel went bad when it comes to this event. Even though there's more positives than negatives, we can talk about all the positives and just the full little bits of negatives that I feel this entire event happened. Because we got to look at it again, zoom out, look at it as the 10-year anniversary, because that's how Kabam is seeing it, plus the banquet event, all tied into one, giving us everything that we're seeing and we've seen in the last couple of days. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I'll see you there. Peace.